Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're listening to the Hot Topics podcast with Psycho 4081, the lovely Lady Lamb Chop, and the fabulous Thelonious Feather. Let's get into it. Welcome everyone to another episode of Hot Topics podcast, Psycho 4081, and I'm here with my two lovely hosts.
We're not saying
They're
co-hosts.
We're not saying co-hosts. They're back
From
after 2 long weeks.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yes.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yes. It has. Yes.
I just remember 1 week. I don't know.
Yes. Two weeks, because we did Adulting 101 Part 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. So
Right.
we missed both of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we're adults, so.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from it. I really
Yeah.
did. And I need to get working on it.
I learned that I'm not officially an adult.
Right.
If I had to have all these things, I'm in trouble.
So today is going to be a special episode.
We probably should have did this around Mother's Day.
Probably.
I just thought about that.
You know what? No, I think I did. I probably came up with that, but we also had a Mother's Day thing around that time too.
Gotcha.
So, but today we're going to talk about the joys and pains of pregnancy.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to give you my expert experience on that because
you've carried.
I wish
Yes.
men could carry a baby.
I
I
know.
wish they could.
I know.
I really did.
So, you guys, I want to really know what you experienced and how you felt about it, and how crazy you was at the time. Because I know you were. So, we're going to share with the people out there who are mothers to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Aspiring mothers.
I was trying to eliminate that word, aspiring. So, yes, all you mothers out there, or you people who want to one day be mothers, this is for you. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Okay.
Ding-a-ling.
Oh,
Right, so-
jeez. Well, you need that part in order to be a mom. Well, that's not true because you can adopt, so you don't necessarily need that part.
Well, this is the joys and pains of
A
pregnancy.
pregnancy, so you're
Yeah.
right. You do need that
So,
part.
yeah.
You
So,
do need that part.
We're going to explore the challenges of pregnancy and offer a well-rounded view of the experience. And when I mean rounded, I mean you two.
Including
Yeah,
you.
because I'm not sure how much you can. Well, you can give the male perspective of
I
pregnancy.
can.
You
I can.
can.
And my disclaimer is I apologize in advance. So first, we're going to talk about the physical experience. That's the first thing people think about, because people who don't know anything about pregnancy, they think about, like myself, the physical part,
Right.
which is
Right.
a major part, I would assume.
You assume?
I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you try to put on just like random 50 pounds and your ankles swell and your hands swell and your boobs hurt. Yeah, try that. Oh, let's not forget the hemorrhoids. That comes too. Yeah, don't forget that part.
All right, so speaking of which, what was some of the most surprising physical changes you've experienced or witnessed?
Definitely the hemorrhoids. I was
Hemorrhoids.
not expecting
That was a
part.
surprise?
Yeah. I mean,
Of course,
all
that's
the
a
books,
surprise. Nobody.
all the books tell you that it could happen, but you don't think that it's going to happen.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely it does. Yeah, not fun. Not fun.
That's the only surprise.
I mean, all the other stuff you kind of
Usually
expect to
expect it.
happen.
Okay.
You've seen the pregnant women in your family, so kind of sort of know what things to expect. But yeah,
I was the first pregnant woman close to me ever.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm the only girl, and my mom had kids before.
right.
And then
right.
I wasn't close. Like, it was just me, my brothers, and my mom. So,
No
What-
aunts, cousins.
like, that I stayed with. No,
Yeah.
they were. I don't know. All my aunts and my let me see. Did they have?
But you obviously didn't spend a lot of time with them. doing
Yes,
that.
that's
Okay.
what I'm
But
saying.
you have younger siblings, right?
Youngest, I have a brother.
Yeah. So were you around?
We're just 2 years apart, so I don't remember.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so my pregnancy is like the first, and my pregnancy was sweet.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was. So from the back, you cannot never tell that I was pregnant until the front. Like my stomach usually goes so like it's always so long, like long.
So you had no surprising
No.
physical changes?
No,
So everything
just okay. Boobs. I've always had boobs, but
Okay,
then
so-
bigger boobs.
but that wasn't
And
really a change.
Yeah. So food eating. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much of a eater, but I was eating a lot and drinking soda as always.
So I'm gonna tell you this: the physical change that I had a surprise. This was a good surprise. So I know that when my wife at the time, when she was pregnant, she didn't get all those things that she didn't get no stretch marks. She didn't get.
I did. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She
It was
she was
awful.
and then after the end, she went right back to same size, which I was surprised about that.
Mine was the same too. I was just the same size I've always been. But then pregnancies are different.
Mm-hmm.
So I had one that surprised me.
So you say after you went back to your your 88 pounds.
Whatever.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah,
is
you saw.
wrong with
So yeah, I
you?
went back to being like 0.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pregnancy, I just gained like a little weight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, according to then I used to weigh 50, and then pregnant in kg. I don't know.
It was pounds. Go ahead.
Kg for us.
That was pounds for
Right.
you too. It was 50 pounds. I
To
saw you.
sleep. It was not 50.
What is wrong with you?
I saw her.
That's not true. It was 50. Then pregnancy 55, and then right back to 50
Okay.
where I started. So
Okay.
it was just 5 pounds for the pregnancy.
Really?
Yes, and then back to me.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and then recently I had one pregnancy that was, oh my god, it was maybe the age, maybe whatever it was awful.
the second.
No, recently.
Okay. Okay.
So it was awful.
Oh.
It was awful. I couldn't at maybe 3 weeks I couldn't take water. I couldn't take nothing. My lips were dry. My mouth was dry. I couldn't button my pants at 3 weeks. It was so uncomfortable. I'm like, is it age? I was so sick. I looked so sick compared to my other two. Like,
Right.
It was, those ones were like, okay, for my second child, it was that I was sick for like 2 weeks
Oh my god.
at the beginning. So I'm like, am I pregnant? Am I not pregnant? What's going on? But when I was, I got pregnant when my daughter was 6 months.
Okay. Okay.
So she was breastfeeding when I got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop.
Gotcha.
So then that one I was sick for like 2 weeks, and right back I bounced off and was back to normal, back to me normal, nothing
Right.
besides stretch marks. I used to itch my tummy a lot.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
itchy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You didn't use
Yeah.
She bought, I did.
You did?
It
Still?
was- It's just, I think it's a family thing. Because when my mom was alive, she had this kind of tummy, and then I used to laugh a lot. And then she's like, "Oh, don't worry, wait, hold on, it's almost your turn." And I'm like, "No, never." So I used to call her tummy. There's this food we eat. We call it amala. So I used to say her tummy looked like amala.
What is wrong with
And
him?
then guess whose tummy looks like amala now? Yeah, so I've had other people crave stuff like but then sometimes I feel like they exaggerate, but then maybe not, because
they
like
don't.
in the middle of the night you want ice cream, you want whatever, you want different stuff. The only thing in the middle of the night, then I had, for both of them, I had bad crampings, like stretch mark. I mean, what's it called again? Not stretch marks. Muscle pulls.
Oh,
Oh
muscle
my God,
cramps.
muscle cramps.
Mhm.
Yes, for my oh my god, it was awful.
Really?
Like from my
Oh.
sleep, it just comes, and then I cannot for like 5 minutes. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. That kind of pain. It was so awful
So when you was big pregnant, did it have any effect on your daily life?
when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
No, it
No,
was just
went
normal.
about normal. Just
No, but then of course you get tired easily,
Mm-hmm.
more like than usual. But then besides that, it was, for me, it was, I've had people that they have to be on bed rest.
Yeah.
They cannot do nothing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yes, they
I've
had
seen it.
all through from the some people either the first trimester they have to be, and I've had some people that I know that their womb is kind of weak, and then they had to at 4 months or whatever 5 months they had to take out the babies. Take out the babies and put in the NICU. So the babies grew out of I think 4 months, from 4 months, because her womb cannot carry baby to full term.
Right.
So yeah, so
I know some women who had to get the operation, like they give a little stitch to hold the baby.
Yeah, she
in.
did. She did the first one, but still, I think after a couple of months, maybe first 2 months, she'll go get the stitch to tighten the womb.
Yep.
But then at 4 months, they have to take out the baby, and then they stay the rest of their growth in the NICU.
That's a lot.
Yeah, some people, well, we can do like full baby things without issues. It doesn't really come to a lot of women like that. A lot of people have different issues,
Right.
Different some people
Right.
develop high blood pressure, different issues with different people. Some, if you see, they look so awful, like awful when
It
pregnant.
just looks so miserable.
Swollen noses, swollen
So
lips.
did that
mouth.
affect your mental health?
That I wasn't that way.
You never, yours just stayed the same.
Yes, I was just the
It
same.
was mentally.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, yours been like some
Yeah.
80 years ago.
Yeah, it's been like 100 years. I'm not sure it affected my mental health, but
Did you
I
wake
was
up
just
happy?
miserable. I was just
You was
miserable the
miserable?
whole time.
Okay, that's
I had
mental health.
around the clock, morning sickness for like 4 straight months.
Oh, wow.
So
That was awful.
yeah, I was just miserable. I was just sick all the time. Gained an insane amount of weight, and it was just like, why people think this is fun? I don't know why. Because you hear women all the time be like, I love being pregnant.
Yeah, I've heard
like,
that.
What is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I like the pregnancy. I'm okay with the pregnancy. It's just, so I always have a problem with my labor.
Okay.
That's the
okay.
part I have a problem
Okay.
with. So I cannot by myself push the baby. No, I can push the baby, but I can, my cervix will not open on its
Okay.
own without help.
Gotcha.
So I always go through cervical ripening, and then they have to induce me, which is
Which is
super-
painful.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I don't wish that on my enemy. It's super painful. So I always have to go for my first and my second. I had to go through that. The first one, I had to get the drip at that was like for like 7 hours.
Wait a minute, you had to get the what?
The
Drip.
call it drip
It's-
IV.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
For 7 hours, it was awful. I was crying. I was begging. I was in pain. Oh my God, it was awful. It was awful. I don't wish that on my enemy. It was awful because the labor comes induced. So it's like, your tummy is like, it's not normal. It's not natural. So I usually, my best part is I can only go by myself 3 centimeters. And that's
Okay.
it.
And then they'll
So
start.
they have to help me. So 3 centimeters, I can be okay. For my last child, I was dilated 3 centimeters the previous day. The next day, I was still 3 centimeters.
Oh.
It wasn't going nowhere. I tried this. I googled stuff. Touch your nipples. Do whatever.
Eat hot food. They tell you do all kind of crazy
Wasn't
stuff. Take a
working.
walk.
Never working. It was go climb up down the stairs. Go.
Yeah,
Blah, blah. It
yeah.
wasn't working for me. So that's like, oh my God. So this is how all my pregnancies are going to be. So that's the hard part for me. Not the pregnancy. It's just pre-giving birth. That's
Right.
my
But you
hardest.
both
Your
said
labor.
you had the morning sicknesses and all those different things. Did you know of any practices to do, anything like self-care?
Well,
things?
my doctor, like my morning sickness, the first one, the morning sickness was bad, but the second one, it was intolerable. Like I just couldn't deal with it. And he told me to eat burnt toast. That's what it started with. He's like, try burnt toast, something about the burnt food that helps with the nausea. So I tried it and it worked. So that's probably why I like burnt food now.
Oh, wow.
Like I could tolerate burnt food, So I tried the burnt toast. The burnt toast worked. So I burnt other stuff and that worked too. So that was really helpful. And then I had, with both of them, I had cravings for steak and fries. That's all I wanted was steak and french fries.
I think Stacy had her thing was broccoli.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Broccoli.
some funky gas because you already got gas when you're pregnant, unnecessary gas.
Gas
So
and
now
then
you
extra.
got adding broccoli to it. But my friend who recently, well, he's 5 now, and she was doing COVID the whole time. She couldn't keep anything down.
Oh,
Nothing.
wow.
And it got to the point where they told her that whatever you can eat, just eat it. And he is a Doritos and Pepsi baby.
Oh,
Because
really?
that's all she could hold down. That's all. Even she said brushing her teeth would make her sick. Everything would make her sick. And she had limited support because it was COVID.
COVID,
So
right.
nobody could go over and help her or none of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So she went through it. She went through it.
And what did you do?
I didn't have any of that. I didn't
Oh,
have
you-
morning sickness. I didn't have nothing. I didn't
Ugh.
have cravings. I just had food normally, whatever I wanted to eat.
Oh wow.
Not like weird cravings that, oh my God,
Yeah.
I have everything I ate was like normal food, like whatever I just felt like eating. Not like something. So it was just normal for me. Nothing out of
You
the
pulled that.
ordinary.
I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I was miserable,
I'm
man.
like nothing out of the
Miserable.
Now-
But my labor and delivery was fast.
It was?
Both times. The second time
How many pushes?
I don't remember. They 100 now. Why would I remember? But I do remember like my second pregnancy. I was having cramping, and we went to the doctors, and I was only 2 centimeters, and they sent me home. And I think I stayed at 2 centimeters for a week and a half, maybe 2. But you know, when I knew it was coming, I was calling. I was just like, the baby's coming, and he's like, oh no, you got time. I'm like, nope. I don't have time, because I knew I was already
You knew it was-
2, and I was like, no, I don't have time. I'm heading to the hospital. You know, I'm telling the pediatrician I'm heading to the hospital. Please meet me there. He's like, oh no, you got time. I'm like, nope, don't have time. Had the baby, and he just showing up, and he was just like, you didn't wait for me. I was like, I told you I didn't have time. I knew I didn't have time. So I felt like I paid you all of this time for nothing because you wasn't even there.
I was
Yeah.
pregnant with David here, and see no change.
Who was that?
Me.
Oh.
What is wrong with you? He gets on my nerves. Oh, it's not. You definitely couldn't tell by that picture at all.
At
No.
all. Like, I was
my
just
nose
normal.
was big. My cheeks were big. Everything was big. My ass was big. I was just big.
So did that give you any noticing these changes? Did you get any emotional highs and lows? Like one minute you was crying, oh, so ugly.
Yeah.
People get that.
Yeah.
People get that.
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
you didn't experience none of that, so you didn't have it.
Makeup
Really?
all the whole night, going to the bar, to the club.
So
That's
you
me.
just experienced
just
a
wanted
normal
food.
emotional ups and downs.
No.
I mean, you can't help it. Your hormones are all out
All
of
over-
whack.
I know,
You know,
right?
they're
All
all
over
over
the
the
place.
place. I just wanted to like eat like normal people at some point. Like I just wanted, and both of my kids are born in August, so it was piss hell
Really?
hot.
August
Oh
what?
wow.
Anthony just had the little one just had his birthday on the 9th, and the other one is the 14th. So it was hell of a hot.
So
Both
let me
stinking
see.
times. My birthday. Just
So-
I know
so
you're trying to count back.
birthday
Yeah,
sex.
Birthday sex. Yeah. I know you're going back.
She gets hernia at the same
Uh-huh,
time.
there you go. There you go.
Of the year.
Yeah. So
Oh
Alright.
yeah, and then there's the increased urination. You know, always peeing.
Right.
You have to pee. The urge to
every
pee.
5 minutes you feel like you gotta pee.
That part I do remember.
It's like, oh my
You
god,
pull
I
over,
gotta
gotta pee. You
Yes.
pull over, gotta pee. Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, just be glad that's, all you had to do was pull over. You weren't the one who actually had to pee. And at least like when you were pregnant, they had pretty maternity clothes. I had the god awful ugliest maternity clothes ever.
I didn't even wear maternity.
Yeah, I'm
I
about to
just
ask.
wore.
Oh my
shirt,
god, they were
pants,
ugly.
What maternity clothes did you have?
Like they had the
Dresses.
the pants with the big rubber band around the top.
Oh,
that
okay,
you had to
okay,
put-
okay.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
those things were hideous, and just big tops. Like
wow.
it wasn't anything sophisticated or cute about any of those.
But that was your choice though.
No, that's all we had. That wasn't a choice. That was all we
I put on
had.
regular clothes.
Yeah,
Regular-
Yeah, but
No.
the only difference would be, then sometimes I wore my husband's shirt,
right.
his shirt,
right.
his clothes, and then
Right.
because they were bigger,
Right.
So that was it. And then just the zipper. I just took down the zipper
Oh,
of my
no.
shirt and my pants, and that was it.
No, we had ugly maternity clothes.
not me.
Like, what is this?
All right, so for those women out there who are going to have those hormonal changes, like you mentioned, what are some things that they can do to get support when they go through those crazy periods?
Ooh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Those are things that just come naturally, and then they. And how about people that have?
No, wait a minute. Hold on. There's nothing that comes naturally, because I'm gonna tell you,
It's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. But from the person that's on the outside, they go through a lot too. You know,
some women actually. For me, I feel like sometimes some women exaggerate because they just want you to feel that okay, you can be having peace while I'm going through all this. I feel like sometimes they do, and other times. Yeah, they have, but then sometimes some people just want you not to have rest.
right?
Or want the extra attention.
And
Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes.
for when you was pregnant, what could a person do, or not just your husband, but people around you? What could they do to help you emotionally?
I have no idea. I really.
You didn't want a certain thing. You didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Some days you just like, I don't want to be bothered with anybody. I don't want to look at people. I don't want to see people. I just want to lay down and I want people to leave
Give
me
you
alone.
space.
Yeah, and
So
just
that's
kind of give me some space. What I didn't like was people would just like, oh, she pregnant. Just let her get. She's pregnant. Just let her be. Just let her act the way she wants to act. It's just like, you know what? I can hear you talking about me. Like, what are you doing? I can hear you. And yes, I am pregnant. And yes, I do have these emotions. And don't discount them. That may be the one thing. Like, don't
Okay.
discount.
Don't discount how you feel. Okay.
Because you can't control it. Like she said, you don't know if you're gonna wake up in the morning and just hurl your brains out for 2 hours, and then everybody thinks you're supposed to be happy. So like, how you gonna be happy if you can't keep food down and you've been throwing up for the last 2 hours? So yeah.
And then
it's
I wonder
hard.
how men, from a man's perspective, how men also feel. And then the part where when I went to my first real checkup, because I'm like, I'm strong, and I never, for my first child and the second one, but the first one, yes, the first one I registered early, like 4 or 5 months. That's when I registered at the hospital.
Really? Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like, so I had to go to the Republic of Benin for a course, and then they told me, then the doctor was like, oh, you know what, you have to start having sex a lot.
Really?
To open, you're too tight.
I've heard that.
Okay.
Too.
That you're too tight. So they had to give me an injection as well to
Oh, wow.
kind of open whatever, that you're too tight. So you need to have sex. So for a man, how does it feel like in that kind of situation where you're having sex?
Oh yeah.
Oh, listen to him. He gets on my nerves. He just didn't even
Oh, yeah.
hesitate.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Were you scared? Were you?
No. I'm gonna tell you. It was all right. So when it was my wife at the time, when she was pregnant, obviously you have to do certain things where you don't want to, in your head, think you're going to hurt the baby,
Right,
anything like that. So
right.
you change accordingly. But I mean, if it was somebody else,
What does that even mean?
well, no, it was somebody else that was pregnant.
But I'm talking about your experience.
That's what I'm saying. But
You have had some.
He gets on my nerves. And I'm looking at him like, wait a minute, I'm trying to calculate in my head. Like, he gets on my nerves.
I don't know where someone else is coming from. What did you say?
I just need
What
to
is he
stamp
talking
that
about?
on his head. Like, you get on my.
What?
I need a thing. You get
You
on
help.
my nerves.
You help all the pregnant ladies.
yes,
You
so
help graze them out. Wow.
let me tell you this.
Thank you for your generosity.
In
Don't thank him.
Our perspective is obviously you have to be kind of more tender, more light with everything, and that's what everything, not just that, but you have to, and you're always walking on eggshells because you don't know if she's going to zap. Let me tell you a story real quick, right? So when my first son was born, only
You
got
have
one
more
son.
than one son.
When my first child was born, my son, right? So I was like super duper happy, and I remember I looked up everything. I wanted to know all the benefits of every fruit, vegetable, food, this and that, whatever, right? So I made a chart.
Oh Lord.
Extra father.
Tell you that
Two
I
extra.
I put it
Shove
on the
that chart.
refrigerator. I put the thing on the refrigerator with every fruit, like everything that was good right? And so when she was pregnant, so I would just buy all the stuff and I would cut it up in little pieces, like put it in little Tupperware bowls. So, you know, when she goes to work, she has this, you know, stuff there. So if she want mangoes, watermelon, whatever, it was all there. And I was like, well, you can only have the stuff that's on this chart.
Oh wow, so extra.
Surprised she ain't stab
it was,
you.
but it was good stuff. Like, you know, it's not something that she didn't like. It was just things I'm like, here, let's stick to this chart, right? And, you know, came out nice, whatever. So I learned later, she was like, I hated you.
I was like, stick to this chart.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
I was like,
I was like, but I'm getting up early. I'm making sure you got everything. You want some broccoli? You want some this, that, whatever? I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna put it in little pieces, you know, pack you off that, you know, whatever. You're gonna be good. Whatever you need, you're gonna have.
Yes, but you control her by saying she could only have what's on the
I'm just
chart.
saying, like, she didn't need to have no pork chops and stuff like that. It was regular stuff, you know. It wasn't like I eliminated like a whole bunch of bad stuff. I mean, I did eliminate bad stuff, but it wasn't like you know.
I'm listening to you trying to justify telling her she can only stick to this chart.
It was
know,
it was a
right?
big chart.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but the next one, you know, I was like fuck that. you do you. So I'm not going through all that again. But yeah, that's how it was with me. You know, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, that the child and the mother had the best of whatever. No struggle, no just, you know, whatever you need, I'm gonna have it there for you. So it's done, you know. But yeah, she didn't appreciate that, obviously. And I understand, you know, she felt I was controlling her or whatever, but you know.
Too extra.
Extra.
Yeah.
That was very extra.
Well, I would do all again. Damn it.
Of course you would, because all you have to do is cut up fruit, yeah, and make a chart.
No, but I was cooking. I was on
Okay,
everything.
good for
you know,
you.
so
Controlling the dish, controlling the
no,
meal.
like
Yeah.
all right. So for example,
Stop trying to act like you was doing things you shouldn't have been doing.
I was doing everything. Like, and you know, back then I cooked a lot anyway.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, most guys don't do all that.
And they should be.
Well, I'm
That's
just
what
saying.
I'm saying, and they should be.
Do you know some guys actually run from home when their wife is like pregnant?
Yes, I know a lot of them. But
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing. Like from the male's perspective, like you guys are really hard to deal with when you're pregnant. Not saying that you don't have a reason you're
I
not
want to
going
fight
through.
him so hard.
No,
right
seriously, you
now.
are. The women, a lot of the women were hard to deal with. Like nothing you do was good enough. You know, if you did X,
Some
Y, Z.
women.
Well, I'm talking in general. I'm going by my experience.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I
Cutting
remember.
up fruit is extra. I would get mad at you too.
But let me tell you, somebody like, you know, at a certain time, you know, somebody. This is back when we had pages, right?
Oh
Remember
my
those?
God. Yes, I do remember
pages?
those.
All right, so somebody paid you 911. You know, so you had to fly to a
phone
to
yeah,
call because now you panic like, what's going on?
Right.
Can you get me some KFC twisters?
It was important. She needed to have it.
Yeah, but
I know.
from the guy, you put
I
him
get it.
through a lot just to for some chicken.
And it's still
mid-
not even half of
during
what
the
she
night.
goes through.
During
It's
the night.
still not even
Yeah.
half of what she goes through. So,
But you know, the guy does go through a lot of emotional ups and downs as well, because
Right.
that's like how are you gonna be with somebody and then you always walking on eggshells, even though you know somebody says, hey, can you do this, and you do it, and it's like, this is what you said. No, I didn't want it that way. You should have known what I was thinking. You know, that type of stuff.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody can know what you're thinking. That's
But
crazy.
We had a lot of that.
That
So,
part is crazy. Okay. I'm not going to be okay with that, pregnant or not.
Did you have any fears though during your pregnancy?
Oh, yeah, like how make sure the baby's here, okay, healthy, all fingers, all toes, mind is right, all of that. Make sure they're physically, mentally well.
Yeah.
How am I going to afford this baby? Lord
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
Where's this money
What's this
going
one
to
we
come
don't think
from?
about?
And you don't think about it. I mean, let's be honest. Some people plan for it, but a lot of people in our community don't. We don't plan. But a lot of people in a lot of communities do. So neither of my pregnancies were planned. So you were just like, okay, we got to get more money. We have to get a bigger place. Where we staying wasn't big enough. So all of those fears, you have all of those fears.
So all right, so for you guys out there, the fear of how you're going to pay for whatever. So the solution to that is to plan.
Yeah.
Right.
As best you can.
As best you can, right? Or even if you don't have to, you're not going to plan for that a specific date and all that type of stuff. Just you want to have children, throw a little bit of extra aside and say, okay, one day we're going to have children,
Right?
Whatever.
Another thing will be, based on American system, try to have your babies before September.
Why?
School year.
That is true. That is true.
So they can meet up with the school year.
Yeah, because
okay.
they either going to be left behind or
Yeah.
ahead. Like
Yeah.
I was ahead.
So, yeah.
So do it in January, around my birthday.
Oh, geez. No. Please don't. Please don't.
They'll definitely miss calendar year if you do it in January. Because the baby will be born in October, and then that's missing the calendar year. So
Yeah, definitely some fears. And I'm sure men have fears too that they don't necessarily express,
correct.
To us.
Like making
Oh.
sure that the mother is fine, the baby's fine, and
There's a
Money,
lot of fears.
money,
And
you know.
honestly, money didn't factor in
yeah,
anything.
Really?
It didn't factor in anything. The biggest fear that I had was, all right, so let me tell you, we had this huge snowstorm back then, right? And when I say huge snowstorm, the complex that we had, I guess people weren't paying their HOA fees, so we didn't have any snow removal. So it was like, so what happens if the baby comes, right? So you had
Right.
those fears, like how you going to get her to the hospital,
Hospital,
or if you're
yeah.
out somewhere, how you going to, it was a whole lot of that. So I remember me and one of the neighbors, we got we got in our trucks. And we drove back and forth, and I
Okay.
shoveled the snow. I'm talking about 3 feet of snow.
Oh,
Shoveling. I shoveled from, my porch, my sidewalk, through the street,
wow.
across the street to the lady's house that was across the street because she was a nurse. I even shoveled up her thing, shoveled there.
It's like make sure she could come
Yeah.
just in case.
And we just kept driving back and forth, and for that long driveway, and we did that. That was a fear.
Yeah.
And then
how far along was she then?
she was big. I don't know how far along, but she was big.
She was big.
She was enough. Like she can
Pop anytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. Let me think now, because
Because if you were shoveling snow at like 6
it was
months,
snow, but but you know what? Because my son was born in March,
Oh, okay.
so she must have been like
in February,
7, 8, yeah,
yeah,
something along those
because
lines.
March can give a nasty
February
snowstorm.
snow is crazy
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that was hard. And then especially if you had any incidents before where you lost a baby.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So we went through that.
Right.
Not we went through that, but I also went through that.
Right.
As well with in my
With
past.
somebody else.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I mean, that was a struggle.
I didn't even know you were an almost father before.
Yeah, I was almost 5. I should have like
7 kids.
Ugh. Who wants that?
me.
Ugh.
In this
That's because
economy,
you ain't carrying none of them. That's why.
Well,
Exactly.
here's the thing. You
But
would,
then I do have someone here, an African that I know, and she gave birth to all 6 kids here.
Ooh.
I'm like,
here's the thing. You adjust to that because seriously. Because all right, let me tell you. So
You adjust the what?
the
oops, sorry. That's my
I'll get it later. You may get it now.
That face.
Thank you.
But you adjust to it because like you just stop doing some of the things. I'm gonna tell you the best thing was, like say if you're dating and then you're used to going out and doing all this stuff, you start having more meals at home.
Yep.
Right.
At home dates.
And this was one of the things we considered when the money thing did come in. All right, so childcare is expensive.
Yes.
And back then I think it was like
Yes.
$250 a week.
Yes.
I'm like,
It's still running about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, for all that, you might as well be a stay-home mom.
right. Right,
And
right,
I'll just
right.
that's what I like. I worked a lot, so I,
Okay.
for it, I wasn't gonna let her work, so it was more or less.
You wasn't gonna let her work.
No, she's not gonna work. No, I'm talking about like extra jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, no, let. That's right. I said it. Let. So for me, it was like I would just go ahead and do 2, 3. I had 4 jobs at one time.
Oh, my
So
gosh.
1 full time and 3 part time jobs. So, those are the things that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where I had my kids, it was fun. And they started school early. Like, I had to put them in school like when they were 1.5.
1.5.
And preschool.
Yeah, and then after that, I put them in aftercare.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But then I was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
But I still just needed them out of the house. So yeah.
Yeah,
But it was-
daycare, all of that stuff
for
is
us, it wasn't-
expensive.
Yeah, well, it was just for
Yeah.
not as well, not here though. I don't know. Even here, when I came here, we had people.
Yeah, the
Okay.
support system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
Or
what,
you just had to pay $20.
Oh,
$20.
what?
Where they at?
Right? I lucked up.
All the
though.
grandmas that come from Nigeria.
Yeah, there you go. I lucked up. I had really good daycare, but I lucked up and found somebody that was really good and really inexpensive, and kids that went to her still talk about her. You know, she was just wonderful. But it lucked out. Like I know somebody right now is paying $230 a week.
You know.
for
Have your
the,
kids in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that support system,
Mm-hmm.
you had somebody, you had some, that helped you out, and you had grandmama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had my grandmother and my mother.
Yeah, And my daughter practically, I left her with my mother-in-law for a year, and then I went back for her.
Yeah.
So that's important to have a support system.
Absolutely.
But that's how family can help, but how can friends help support a pregnant woman physically, emotionally?
Just be there and listen.
Exactly.
You know, and if she need something, you bring it to her. You know.
Oh, like what? Like food?
Like yeah, it was like, listen, I need some readers. Can you bring it to me? I'll be right there. You know.
Well,
so you know,
that's what the father's for, and you most I guess most of them, but like that's what we did,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
But friends, that was good to the friends
Yeah.
because it helps the
Yeah.
husband and stuff like that. So
And if you can, you know, babysit or you know, do things like that. I already told my friends I'm too old to babysit. Y'all better hurry up and have these babies. I will write as many checks as you need, but I'm not babysitting anybody. I can't do it. It ain't in me no more.
did you have people help you with shopping, food
Oh
shopping?
yeah.
You did?
Well, you know what? When I had my first son, I was young. I was 17, so I had WIC.
Okay.
Which is women and infants. So, you know, they would bring,
It was very helpful.
it
Wasn't
was
it?
extremely helpful. Eggs and milk and cereal and all of that
They brought
stuff.
it to you?
Yeah. I'm old.
Oh,
we did
wow.
old school
Okay.
things. They would drop it off on the front of the house. Eggs, cheese, milk, cereal, all of that stuff.
Juicy juice.
Juicy juice. Yes. No, I think I had Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
Orange juice. Yeah, I think I had Donald Duck. But yeah, all of that stuff.
Yeah, we was fortunate enough to get that too.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
was
it helped a lot. It was a
blessing.
lifesaver.
all
It
stuff
really
that I eat.
was.
eggs, milk,
Yeah, eggs,
Yeah.
milk, cereal, all of that stuff
bread
that you
and
need.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Fruits and stuff.
Yes.
So
I was sad to let that go when I started working. I was like, oh, I gotta let it go. I don't want to.
all right, what challenges do pregnant people face when it comes to balancing relationships with work, family, and their own needs?
It's a big challenge.
It really
because
is.
Getting up in the morning is like a lot. So having to go to work.
Did
I
your
need to-
did your feet swell?
Everything swole on me. Hers, she looks skinny. Everything swole on me.
So you had to find appropriate things to wear, and
Yeah.
things that was comfortable,
Comfortable.
for
Yeah,
you, even at
comfortable.
work.
Yeah.
Yep. And I went up a shoe size. Like,
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So you went to
I
what,
still
a
wear-
4?
I really want to kick him under this table so bad.
She went from a 4
But
to
I
a
think I
4.5.
would hurt myself if I did. Because that's how hard I want to kick him.
So you benefited though from pregnancy
How?
because you didn't have to go to Super Kids
I
anymore.
hate you. Stop talking to me.
It's so annoying.
I would love to go to Super Kids. They're cheaper. They're cheaper than adult stores.
But you worked when you was pregnant.
I did.
You didn't work when you was pregnant.
I don't know. Maybe for the second one, it was not work, but it was work. It was like
Did you have to get up and go out?
yeah, it was
Okay, that's what-
NYSC. We have this 1 year training that you have to go through in my country.
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
I had to do the
Oh,
1 year.
yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so I was working in a school, so yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I had to do that.
Which is not a
I
bad
had to
deal.
work. I had to work, and I hated it.
Now, what about the family? So, we'll go for Thelonious first. Your family structure. Now, I'm assuming that you did like domestic stuff, like you cooked and did all of that type stuff.
Yeah.
So, how did that affect that?
One day, I literally left turkey cooking for so long. Like we went to bed
In the oven?
No, on the stove. And then I woke up like around 2-3 a.m. And I'm like, oh my, and then I'm like, I left something wet. And then I ran to the kitchen and I'm like, oh my God, the bones they're turned to dust.
You poor thing.
Stop laughing. What's funny?
Well, just be glad you didn't set the house on fire.
Because the kitchen was close to the entrance or the exit of the house. So
Right.
yeah. Why are you laughing too much?
The bones turned to dust.
Yeah. Like there was nothing. And I just thank God for life. I'm like, oh my God, this could have gone bad and worse.
yeah.
Like, oh my God.
So what did you do to get around that? Obviously, you was tired. I'm assuming from
Yeah.
I mean, pregnancy brain is real. You
Yeah.
forget things, and pregnancy brain is real.
It is.
It really is.
It is. It
So,
is.
but how did you work that out? Like, obviously, you had to make some changes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. I, of course, tried not to cook at night
Okay.
anymore.
Good move. Good move.
So I think, well, the most I did for pregnant, that was okay, my son, when I had my son, because then that was my first time. Actually, so my son was the one I actually really, really trained myself.
Mm-hmm.
The other one I had help.
Mm-hmm.
So in Africa, when you have your first child, it's like, yay, everybody comes, they bring you gift, they bring you Milo, that's hot cocoa, a lot of that, the milk, they bring a lot of milk, a lot of stuff, and then everybody's around you for the first, people come to see you, say hello and all of that for like the first, until you have your christening or naming ceremony 7 days after.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, 7 days we name our babies. So how you guys always have
You mean Christian and
naming the baby. So how you guys always know your baby's name beforehand?
right?
We
right,
don't.
Right. Well,
So
I didn't know mine beforehand.
Their naming, what do you call it? The
Naming ceremony.
Naming ceremony.
Okay.
I think it's 2 weeks long.
No, 7 days. No. So we have our naming ceremony 7 days. Like if
Okay.
the baby was born today Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
next Sunday is gonna be the
No,
name.
I'm saying, but the naming, the whole ceremony lasts 2 weeks because you get like 2 names a day.
Go sleep.
Yeah, definitely go to sleep. So,
So-
but Christian that's not the same thing, right?
So it is for us.
Okay,
'cause
okay.
On that naming, it's Christian also, because then that's when everybody will say the name. Now you don't know the name. You just call baby, 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 baby until that day. So that day you go to a church or a pastor comes to
Okay,
your house.
gotcha.
And then they give the pastor the names that they want the baby to be called.
Okay.
And your aunties, your uncles, your
Right,
grandma, and
right.
your mom, everybody brings their names.
Okay.
You know, and then everybody
you
know.
pick.
Then everybody know. Then
And
everybody
the baby
now
gets
call,
all of them.
now they call out.
Stop
the names.
talking to me.
No, seriously.
So, but then everybody knows what the baby's gonna be called
Okay.
from that moment,
Okay.
and then from then we now start calling the baby by. They now call you mommy,
And how many names did you
Hannah.
get on your naming day?
like about 30. So
30?
yeah, because mine was different. Because I was the only. My dad had 2 other boys before. I'm the first girl,
Okay.
and kind of like the first between my mom and my dad as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
so I had
Big name.
Yes, they had. Everybody wanted to give me a name. So, yeah.
I was saying christening because for us it happens months later. Like that we pick the name, but months later they're baptized or christening months
So
later.
you can pick. So baptism is not. I think it depends on the church or whatever you attend. It's not something that you do like immediately. So how depressing it is for us in Africa. I don't know about now, but for us, when you have your baby, then you have to stay home. You can't go nowhere for 41 days.
Okay.
How many days?
41.
Wow.
Okay.
You have to be in the house.
Okay.
So when I had my son, my mom passed. I had to be stuck in. I was stuck in the house for 41 days. Couldn't go out. Everybody already went back to their homes.
Right.
So I was by myself.
Right.
It was so depressing. I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, you're not fit enough. You're not okay yet to move out. So they give a space of 41 days for you to get your energy and make your baby stronger as well. I think that's gonna be like, is that like almost 2 months?
Okay.
Almost,
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
a month for the even for the baby to get a little stronger before you can move the baby around and stuff like that.
It
So-
used to be like that. Like with my first son, they were like 30 days. Both of y'all are in the house. You can't go anywhere.
But these days it's
Yeah.
not like
No,
that.
it's
here.
not like that at all
Everybody
now.
they go back to work.
Yeah, 2 weeks
Yeah.
later, everybody doing something, you know.
Days later.
Yeah. So they don't.
So that's
It's not
the
like that
usual,
anymore.
Yeah. So I don't know
Mhm.
about now. I don't know how it is now in Nigeria.
Right.
But when I had my kids, it was still like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't go nowhere for 40.
No, they
and then
don't
when
do
you're
that
going
anymore.
out 41 days, they do like a kind of ceremony, not ceremony, but then they cook, and then you give your neighbors and
Gotcha.
stuff. And then, yeah.
That's nice.
Now, how did you balance work?
I just did it. You know, we didn't talk about balancing and self-care and none of that shit. You got up, you went to work, you got it done.
Did you do the normal, like most of the cooking and all other type stuff?
Probably. I really don't remember, but probably because I was the person that did most of the cooking, so probably. And then, you know, we did like my first son, I was home with him for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
My second son, 6 weeks, I had to go back to work.
Okay.
So it was horrible. And that's when my emotions kicked in because I would
Horrible
call
because you missed your child.
yeah,
Okay.
and I didn't want to be away from him. Like he's 6 weeks old.
Right.
Like and I would call the daycare and be like, "Is he okay?" And finally, she was like, "Don't call me anymore." He's like, "He's fine. Don't call me anymore." But that's how they still a little baby. You know,
Right.
6 weeks
Yeah.
they still a little baby. They
Correct.
can't tell you if something's wrong. They can't tell you if
Right.
somebody's doing
Correct.
something to them.
Correct.
It's just like you don't want to leave your child that young, but you know everybody had to eat.
Right.
We needed a place to
Including
live,
the baby.
including the baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had to go to work.
Now, for you two, what was some of the most, let's say, more enjoyable things that you guys experienced that people don't talk about? Things that you would never.
That's not. So let me tell you, when I had my baby, I'm like, never doing this again.
Yes, yes.
And then they told me that's a lie because you're still gonna forget. It's like because that's how I'm like, how do we always forget? You know, you forget. We always forget because I'm like, I'm never doing it because it was so hard. They had to. I was so tight. They cut me. I mean, the baby's head was so big.
Yeah,
They had
yeah,
to cut me and
yep,
stitch me.
yep.
And then it had to take learning. They were like, so they're always so tough on. Oh my God, we have so many things that they do to you when you have babies.
Right.
So they put like, okay, this kind of flat. You're not allowed to sit on the couch. Something this kind of wooden stuff that is even, so that you can learn to sit properly again with the pain
Yep.
of the
So,
stitches.
but the question was joyful stuff.
I'm still going to say that's what I'm saying. Like you forget,
I'ma
you know.
fight you.
I'm saying that I forgot about it. I forgot about all I had to go through.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I forgot about all the pains, everything I went through. I'm like, I'm never having this baby again. But seeing your baby, so every time I have my babies, every time for both of them, I cry for
Yeah.
some weird
Oh
reason.
yeah. Yeah.
I cry.
You're
Crying
excited.
when the
It's
baby's
joy.
born.
Like immediately they come out, then I
Okay.
start crying.
Okay, so
Yep.
tears of
Yeah,
joy.
tears of
Yeah,
joy. I'm like,
tears of joy.
yeah, and then I cry and I'm like, oh my God, so my baby's here. And from that moment it's like you totally forget all the bad stuff and everything you had to go through, all the stitches and all the
Yep.
induction
Right, right.
and all of that. So yeah, seeing your baby, watching them grow, dressing them. So my kids, I usually ship stuff from here down to Nigeria in anticipation of their growth. So I had stuff for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, till 1 year. So I usually
Right.
ship them, and then it's just like anticipation, like, oh my God, my baby's gonna wear this.
So that's the joyful part. Is the anticipation of
Yeah.
what's to come.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
So
that's
yeah,
good.
that's for me.
It is. I agree. The anticipation of what to come.
Yeah.
You're right. And I'm with you. I was just like, I'm never doing this again.
And then you forget.
And my kids are 5 years apart, so I meant that with all my heart. It's like, I'm never doing this again. This is
Telling you,
crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like seeing them smile for the first time. Oh my gosh, that's everything. And
I
they start
know.
laughing.
I
Oh,
know,
that's everything.
Babies are so cute, but then they grow
Yes.
up. Oh my
yeah,
God.
I
Yes.
saw. We was in Walmart when we took my daughter down to college, right? And there was a young lady who was, I think, with her grandmother. I think it's like either her grandmother or great grandmother. So I was talking to them, whatever.
Because you
whatever.
talk to everybody.
As,
So-
as always.
And but she had a little baby there, and I kept looking at the baby. The baby was so cute, and I was like, Oh my God. I'm thinking the baby. She said the baby was 1 year old. I'm like, whoa, that's a little baby. Little.
1 year,
She
so
looked.
little
I
for
thought
one.
maybe it would have been like
6
maybe
months.
3, 4. Yeah, it was. But I'm sitting there. We in this Walmart line. I'm turned away from the thing. I'm just looking at the baby. Trying to make faces, give him a smile, and stuff like that. And I thought about it. I was like, man,
I need one more.
yeah.
They smell so good, and that's I think that's part of the thing that makes you forget all of these things. And
Babies smell so
yeah,
good?
they smell
Yes.
good,
Try-
and
yeah,
they're
they
so
do, but then
cute,
until-
and you want to hold them.
But then you smell so bad. Because
yes,
that smell like breast milk. Breast milk smells so horrible.
Did you breastfeed?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
not.
My daughter, I did for 6 months. My son,
Okay.
1 year.
Okay,
So it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had the best of me.
yeah, they
My
did.
son sucked me off. Like, sucked. That's weird. But stop looking like
Okay, so
I'm just saying that.
No, listen.
So we
listen.
did, they encourage exclusive. So I
Okay.
did exclusive for the first 6 months
Right.
for both of them.
Right.
And then my son refused to eat anything else. So I had to do like
Right.
breast milk and some food. Breast
Yeah,
milk. And
mhm.
So everything, breast milk solved all my problems. So if I hear, poo, my mom
Yeah.
like, you're overfeeding this kid.
That's
I don't
right.
care. I don't want to hear it. Any sound, anything at all,
Yes.
uncomfortable
Yes.
sound, whatever. You can have it.
And you
Just
didn't have to
take it.
prepare it. And you didn't have to
Nothing.
wait. You
It was
just
easy.
pop the shirt off and you good to
At
go.
night, in the middle of the night, any cry, just put it and stay with sleep. I just keep going. So that
Oh
was
my gosh. Yes.
Oh my god! And yeah, those were
did
those were
now,
times.
Lamb Chop, did you have issues with body image while you was pregnant?
I don't think so. Not while I was-
okay.
And a lot of times women take pregnancy as a way of like, I can do whatever I want. I'm pregnant. Nobody cares. I can eat whatever I want.
Okay.
I can look however I want. Nobody cares.
Not in my
So,
house.
that's why I don't live with you. So I don't think so. I don't.
You get the list that's
I
on
know
the
people.
refrigerator.
Some people go through like postpartum
Yeah.
depression
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, and
Yeah.
then it's real. Some people they hate their babies. They can't stand to see the
And-
babies
Yeah.
or
the
whatever.
worst
And they can't
part is
connect with
when
the
they not
baby.
just that, but they actually really hate their babies, but they want to do harm to the
them.
babies. So
Correct.
that's something that you always have to be conscious of.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And I'm
pretty
glad that people talk about it now because back in the day they really
Right.
didn't talk about it, and they didn't talk about a lot of stuff back in the day. So
Well, how long did you go through postpartum?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Because some go through years of it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I had a coworker who just could not. She had a baby very late in life. I think she was almost 40 or close to 40, and back in the 80s and 90s women weren't having babies that late. Like this is like
Yeah, it was
new.
early.
It's, yeah. And she just could not
Connect with the
yeah,
baby.
she couldn't connect with the baby. She couldn't comfort. She couldn't find that bond with the
Right.
baby, and she did a
But
lot
I
of
don't.
therapy.
But that's just weird to me though, because I don't know how you cannot bond with bond. Like
She
what
just
they mean
couldn't.
bond. Like it's just like taking care of anybody.
Like she didn't
else.
want to.
Yeah, but that's
She didn't want to
that's
hold
kinda
the
like an
baby.
instinctual thing,
Yeah.
like almost like a internal thing that you just had. And
Right.
Obviously, at some point, she didn't
Lost
have
it.
that.
She
Yeah.
didn't. Well, and I think she also thought that she never was going to get married and she never was going to have a baby. Because
Oh, that
once
was
you
her
get
first?
into, yeah, that was her first.
Oh,
so I
okay.
think once you get to a certain age, you like, this is just not going to happen for me.
Right.
And when it did, it was like she got pregnant, they got married.
She
It was
had a
fast,
Right.
and then the baby came. So it wasn't even like I didn't even have time to enjoy just my husband, just me and him, and that relationship. It was, I found out I was pregnant. We hurried up and got married, and then the baby came. So it was a lot. It was a lot at one time. A lot of everything. They had to buy a new house.
So
She lived
how
in a
long
one
did
bedroom
that
apartment.
last for
It
her?
lasts for a good 2 years. I mean,
Yeah.
she got into therapy, and that kind of thing. But it took her a while to just kind of get over some
over it.
things. And we were talking about discounting feelings. I think a lot of people at the time was like, oh, don't worry about it, it's gonna happen. Don't worry about it, it's gonna happen. You can't discount people's
Right.
feelings, and you can't keep telling them don't worry about it, it's gonna happen, because clearly it took her a while for it to actually happen. So yeah, some women just it just doesn't happen for them.
Now, did it change your perspective? Now, did it change your perspective on life in general, like how you viewed life family and all that other type
The only
stuff?
thing I changed is just like I had to care for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like this instinct kicked in. Like that's it. The slightest noise, I'm up. The slightest this, I'm up. You know, and that lasted for like a while.
Right,
Like for a
right.
long time. So it's like now I'm in charge of somebody. Now I have to care for somebody. Somebody's in my care, and I don't have to always fix it. Always be there. Always. My God.
Be more reliable, more accountable.
Yes,
now?
and now I have to watch what I do. I have to
Watch what you say.
What I
Yep.
say, so they don't learn. They don't. I want them to be this type of way. I don't want them to get this habit. I don't want them to be like this. I want
Yep.
this is how I want my kids to be. You know, you had to also be a role model to them. You know,
Yep.
and then groom them or make them grow in a way that you want them to grow. You know, so
Keep them
so it
healthy.
changed. Yeah,
Want them
so
to
that-
have a good perspective about the world.
yeah, that kind of
it-
changed.
yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not living for myself anymore.
Right.
Like, I
Okay.
cannot do what I
Right.
want to do when I want to do it. I have to.
Right.
I have people to consider. Like, okay, how would my decisions, how would whatever I do affect them?
Right.
You don't want to see my naked videos on internet.
Exactly. Because it never goes away. Well, I didn't have that problem. Thank you. I did not have that problem.
Yeah, only because they didn't have the internet back then.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
that-
Pretty much.
But even now, your kids can see whatever
Right.
now. Even as grown adults, they can
Right.
log on to whatever and then, oh, that's your mom. Now, so yeah. Even fighting, some people forget. Like I never want my kids to see me fight.
That was a rule we had also.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't. It was none of that.
We're not big fighters, but I think your kids should learn how to deal with their emotions. Not necessarily fight, but you should show them that people get angry sometimes, and this is how you deal with it versus this is not how you should deal with it. So I mean, we weren't big fighters. We would
No, fighting
raise our
even
voice,
in general,
but
like even like on the streets, you fight. You know how all this, I don't want to stereotype, but how they just go down and pick their kids. Let's go fight those people. Let's go,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right, yes,
Your
yes.
people.
That's
How they do.
YouTube people.
Yeah. How they let's go fight. Let's
Right,
go
right,
fight
right.
those people. Let's go do this. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? No, I
right.
don't want my kids to see
Right.
that
Right.
part of that. That's not how we do. No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some
Yeah.
people don't really care. They just want like, oh, we're gonna go fight. We're gonna go bust that house. We're gonna
Yep.
go do. You know?
Let me tell you how it really changed my life, my perspective of life. Right. So for me, I was in the military. Did 8 years in the military. Came out, went to police department, whatever. So up until then, my whole outlook was, I had no fear of anything. I had no fear of dying. I had no fear of nothing. I had like literally, I was, to me, I looked at it, I was invincible. And if I die, I die. But once my son was born, it was like
you had to be
all of that
cautious.
changed. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can't go into certain places that I would, so it's not like you don't walk around with a death wish or anything like that. You just kind of look at, okay, I have a challenge, I'm gonna take
Right.
it. But now you start thinking like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna avoid even having that circumstance right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
So things did change. It changed my whole life on that. It's like, oh, now I have to live for them.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah,
Yep.
that definitely changed. So,
Yep.
but yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely changes, and it evolves.
Yeah.
Because you worry about them at 2. Maybe eating something or putting something in their mouth they don't have to, and then when they get 10, you worry about the kids that they're hanging out with, and then when they become teenagers, the kids that they're hanging out with, and I mean, let's put it out there: being the mother of black male children, it's hard. It is hard. You hear police car, you hear ambulance, you just, what time is it? Are they supposed to be home? Oh my God, they're driving now. What if the police stop them? So your worry and your concern about your kids evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Never
have
stops.
it forever,
Never
right?
stops.
You're gonna have it
Yeah.
forever. It's never gonna go away, but it just becomes a different kind of worry.
Yeah.
It really does.
So that's why now I'm so scared too. Both my kids are now in middle school, so I'm like, going to be dropped off and picked up. I'm not doing that. No school bus. They want to go on the bus so bad.
Yeah.
But I have that fear. Like,
I totally understand. Let me tell you, when I grew up, we rode the bus. We rode the transit, like the city bus.
Yeah,
right?
I rode the city bus.
We never rode a school bus. So,
Yeah.
you know, if I missed the bus, I walked to school. And it was like, you're talking about miles. That was not a big deal to me. You got through projects. We cut through a lot of different things, right? So I didn't think about that. It was like, that's how things are.
Right.
Like my kids, I don't think they even crossed the street by themselves until they was in their teenage years. So I definitely didn't want them riding a bus because I knew how the buses were just from my job and how it was when I was, growing up. So we didn't let them ride the bus. We didn't ride bikes in neighborhoods. We was on the other side of the city or whatever it was. Nope. All that's out the window. Even with like friends, I gotta check them out first.
Yeah.
So, and then you always make me feel like I'm doing something bad, but you see,
That's different. You ultra strict.
I'm not ultra strict.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
she's all.
That's what you're just even saying right now.
No. Whatever I just said. Whatever I just said. She's 10 times worse.
Whatever.
No, seriously, she is. Like even with the so it was different for me. Like they're the school meets, the kids and stuff like that.
Yep.
I was always in the school. So we would go in there,
yeah,
and we would for like birthdays we would bring stuff like pizza and whatever. And I had this little thing with the teachers at his school, because me being a Steelers fan, this was Ravens territory. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get these kids to be Steelers fans.
Oh
so
my God!
when I would come in there, and I would get a whole classroom. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Because they knew pizza was coming, right? So it was different. So I met the kids. I played with the kids. I chaperoned them on trips. So I knew a lot of the kids growing up to this day, So
I always decline chaperoning.
let me tell you, that is an eye opener, because it gives you that they see you differently.
Yeah.
They see the kids see you differently, and then you can see the behavior patterns on certain kids, and that kind of follows them. And for me, I tell you what I really enjoyed, even along with my son. I enjoyed seeing these kids that were, didn't have any teeth back then. Now they're grown.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that, kind of helped me out, but kind of made me feel a little bit better when it came to, kids going on different things. And
But
stuff like that.
but you always drove your kids
I did.
Yeah.
You still do.
Yeah.
Even to work.
Yeah,
So
that's
what are you saying?
true.
So
That is true.
Well, that's not for them. That's for me. Because
for your sanity.
Because I ain't trying to. Because I don't want to kill nobody.
Oh, okay.
At this late stage.
That's true.
And I will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a little bit. That's different. Because I'm all right. So I'm gonna give you an example. Now my son's 22, right? So he was at his market, right? And he was about to come out, and I saw this guy. He must have had some mental issues, but while he was inside, he was he was at outside the window, making all these different things, and I don't know what he was on. I pulled up, I rolled my window down, and I yelled. I said, "Look, that's my son. I will, whatever." Now my son didn't know,
What was going
on, but
Right.
I made sure that this guy, like, if you don't want my foot somewhere, move down.
on.
That's for
Right,
somebody
right,
else's son.
right.
And I was like, man, I can't do all this. I can't do this until he's 30, 40,
Right,
whatever. Then I
right.
thought about it. I said, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. So
I definitely enjoyed having the house. All the kids came to my house,
See,
and
that's a
I
big
enjoyed
plus.
having the house because I knew all the kids. I pretty much knew their moms, and I could just be like, "That one right there, you need to watch out for that one." But it was good because, and like you said, I see these kids now. These kids have their own kids,
Right.
so I've watched all of those kids grow up now. So it is
So
definitely
for me, it's not
cool.
like isolation. I try to get my kids everything they want in the house so that they can stay in the house.
isolation.
Yeah, that's technically
No,
isolation.
but
I'll
Yes,
try.
it is.
they enjoy being in the house.
I was gonna get
But
ready to say, though,
But I
kids-
let them spend time with Hannah's kids.
Right.
One family.
But you know what? Kids now want to be in the house. Like my
Yeah.
kids were always outside, but my
Her kids don't
granddaughter
wanna- her
and my
kids
grandson are okay
Her
with
kids
being in the
what?
house.
Her kids only want to be in the house because that's the only choice they ever had.
Oh Lord.
It's either that or over her
Oh,
friend's house.
Lord.
That's
All
hilarious.
right.
Don't they come here sometimes? Don't I let you pick them up? Don't they come here?
Alrighty, so that was an enlightening discussion. But did you have you could be honest, did you have more joys or pains during your pregnancy?
Pains.
Pains.
I
How
had
about you?
both pains.
joys of pregnancy.
Yeah.
I was just indifferent. But then it was fun when the baby kicks. You know,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
that
Yeah.
was fun when
Yeah.
the baby kicks and you can feel the baby. Like, oh. And then some people say, "Oh, sing to your baby, talk to your baby.
Yep.
Your baby knows your voice."
We
or,
put
you
music
know,
up to the stomach.
Yeah.
let
That's pretty
your
cool.
voice, you
and
know.
Corey, you know.
Yeah.
Aww.
So-
So that was cool.
Yeah.
So,
That is
yeah.
cool.
So I tell you, the next 10.
He said
we're
the
gonna do
next
we're gonna
10.
do the same thing.
Y'all, he
Yeah.
55.
I know, right?
I don't know how
And I
many,
tell- and I
how
keep
many
telling him,
babies
like,
he
if you
think he gonna have.
I'm like, if you can't have a baby now because you're gonna be grandpaing your baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be what?
Grandpa in your baby.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna
Yes,
be
you
grandpa,
are.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
If your baby's 10, when your baby's 10, you don't have someone pregnant now. So maybe next year,
Right.
Okay.
let's say next year, you're
Right.
gonna be what, 56?
I'm gonna be in shape.
Plus 10 when the baby's 10, 66.
I'm gonna be-
When the baby's 20, if you live that long, 76.
Right.
Well, you're
I'm-
gonna live that long. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna be fit. I'm be
So
like,
graduation party, you're already gray at 55.
Yeah, they all gonna say, "Is that your grandpa?" That's exactly yes.
They've been said that. They've been said, they said that
gonna be
back when my kids
worse.
in elementary school.
It's gonna be worse now. So yeah, it's gonna be worse.
They're not gonna see the gray hair.
So what's
Listen,
gonna happen?
I'm be that dude with looking like I'm 80 with 20-year-old hair.
Oh my lord!
Like Smokey.
No, please do not. Do not with the Beijing.
when your baby's 30, you'll be 86.
Listen,
I've done my job then.
my uncle talking about, I met this person and I really think that she might be the one and I might consider having a baby.
Not Mr. I'm not having kids.
Yes.
Really?
And I'm just like, you like 60.
Hey,
right?
do
my
it.
dad is 76,
Do
and
it.
he has a wife, and he is telling, and he's like, and I'm like, what are you saying?
You do it. But you
And
got
then,
do
and
it.
he's like, oh, I know my daughter is there. She will always take care.
Don't
Take
do
care
it.
Take care of what?
What?
The daughter is there,
Right.
You would
to
do
take
it.
care of the.
That's right. You'll do it because you're the oldest daughter, and that's your responsibility.
She's the only daughter.
Well,
are you
even,
talking
even better.
about?
You know that's the
That's my response for somebody
Please.
else to have their kid. I
Yes.
can't take care of their kid, so now it's no.
Yeah.
Nope.
I told
Like-
Corey, I said, you're going to have you could be, I have a built-in babysitter. She said, I'm not watching them kids.
I know that's right. Don't do it.
Oh, you're telling her you're gonna have a kid?
No, I told her, because we was in outside, I'm going to have some more kids, She's like, I said, of course she's going to say with her smart mouth, you too old.
She ain't lying.
And I'm saying, no, I got a babysitter now, so I'm not
Yeah.
babysitting no kids. I said, look, now, I was joking and all that, but after this, after me paying for college, guess what?
You're gonna babysit
You going
forever.
that's right. You going to work this off.
She could not. She could babysit for the rest of her life and not
Yeah,
work that bill
listen,
off.
our kids gonna be my kids and her kids are gonna be playmates. Her grandkids are gonna be playmates.
I'm wondering how you even let her go. You're not in her school today.
I
Tomorrow,
know.
Next
I'm
week,
I'm just
I'm
like
going
worried
up there
about.
on Friday, and then after Friday, next Friday. Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. He gonna be calling me. What you doing? You want to ride down to Virginia? He gonna be down there every other week. It's all good. It is all good. It
but
really
I didn't
is.
cry or anything.
You probably did.
No, I didn't. I
You
didn't
did.
cry.
You did. You did.
I,
When you say it
I'm
like
sure
that,
you
did.
felt a little melancholy when
He
you dropped
cried.
her off.
I'm saying he cried.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I did.
You cried when you
He
got
cried.
that bill.
I went through and I looked at all the things in there and I looked at the security features. I talked to the resident, what do you call them? Resident
Assistant,
assistants.
all right,
I was like, hey, is this
Is this
oh,
safe?
go ahead these floors. So I'm okay. I know which way, what steps to come up.
Oh,
So, yeah,
my
we good.
gosh.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, this was an enlightening discussion.
yes, we need the word of the day,
Okay. Anybody pick one? Joy and pain?
baby.
Baby. Okay, we'll do baby.
Baby.
Don't
baby,
look
baby.
at me because I'm not
Baby,
having
baby.
any more.
Baby. Stop being selfish all your life.
I am selfish. This is my selfish era of my
I
life.
know, right?
This is it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you get the word of the day from all the podcast episodes from the month of August, email us at hottopicspodcast@gmail.com and be the first one to give us all those words of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and you will win the monthly prize.
And
we got
we
some
have
good
nice
ones.
prizes.
Yes, we
Yes, that Mercedes is
So,
gone, but we have some really
yeah.
nice prizes now.
do. Yeah, so make sure you and
Thank you,
tell
Mama
a friend.
Glass.
That's right. Tell a friend.
Thank you, family, for listening to the latest episode of Hot Topics. As usual, listen, like, share, subscribe. Ta.